Do it every week. It's usually exciting, usually some laughs. It's time for Deal Breakers. Sports and life intersect from the mind of executive producer Roberto Boccia. All right, what do you got, Roberto?
All right, first one here. Your coworker spends $30 on crappy magazines. What do you?
You know what? You go with it. You let him have his fun, even though he criticizes you for going and watching basketball in a Lansing gym.
I just like to flip the pages.
I just like to see the guys play.
All right, let's get to the real ones.
But I can't believe you drive to go see these people.
But have you read the 2 pages on Air Force?
But have you seen Pierre Brooks?
You might have asked this question. Where the hell do you find these magazines anymore?
Okay, one was at the airport coming home.
Get him at CVS.
The other was at a big box store.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
If you ordered that thing online and waited for it to come home.
No. Come on, give me. I have some dignity.
I was curious.
Next.
All right, here we go. You're in a fantasy league, and one of your buddies asks if you would team up, trade, and collude against the rest of the league. Do you tell him no? Report him to the commissioner? How do you handle this?
It's 100% no. It's a scumbag move. And I just don't associate with people who do such things. Have you ever known of something like that happening? No, because the person wouldn't last 10 more minutes in the one league we play in. That's just scumbaggery at a whole different level. That's something Ken Cott would do.
There's no rule against it.
Interesting you say that.
There's no rule against it. I mean, there's no rule against it. So.
It's collusion.
Until there's a rule against it,
It's in the code, Rico. You can't do that. It's in the fantasy football.
I had
or any
somebody
sport.
say, show me the rule that you can't do this. Now, they put the rule in later. But I'm like, there's no rule that says you can't do this.
Unbelievable.
I am never playing in a league with you.
Don't worry. Rico gave up on fantasy football.
Yeah, me and my buddy traded a quarterback because I detested this one owner so much that it was spite. That I said, you know what? Your quarterback's in a bye week. I'll trade you my quarterback this week, and then you trade him back to me.
You are
week.
human garbage.
I actually side with Rico Beard here because I had this conversation last night. My buddy's thinking about having our draft on the weekend. 2 of the guys are out of town. And he goes, if he has the draft when I am out of town, I am trading all of my players away. And I'm like, you know what? It's all petty. And I'm the king of petty, and I'm all for it.
Yep. It was. I hated this. Detested this owner so much.
Now, surely a pastor is not going to support such morally bankrupt behavior.
Wait till you hear the next one.
This is about winning.
I'm done now.
No.
Hey, David.
No.
Once again, and I told the commissioner, show me the rules that says I can't do this. Because he was so upset. I got the phone call. I know exactly what you two did. I'm like, what are you talking about? Bye weeks.
It's come to our attention.
I think you have to have a moral bone somewhere, and you cannot do this to your fellow fantasy football.
The last time I checked, you cannot buy Lindy's magazines with morality. You need money.
It's about winning.
You need money. You can't go into the bookstore and say, I'm highly moral.
Well, definitely,
please give me this magazine.
if you're buying the Phil Steele.
Yeah, I've never colluded, and I don't think you should collude. No.
Be like Lamar. Post it on your Instagram. I need money.
All right, next.
Okay. You and your wife have recently gone to couples therapy. The therapist suggests that watching pornography together will spice things up in the bedroom. Could you actually do this or not?
Oh, boy.
Kenny, do we need to opt out because we're not married?
No, but I
Just
think
hypothetical.
Roberto should opt out because this is his life.
What did you choose, Roberto?
I do feel like this is his couch session.
Roberto, is this a little too close to home?
I don't do this, but I was working on a podcast with an individual that said it helped save their marriage. When they started doing this.
God, I don't know, man. That just seems a little wacky on premise. Here's the other thing I don't get. If you hate each other enough that you're in couples therapy, and David has counseled messed up marriages. I don't know, maybe bring David in on this. Like, I think if you've already reached the therapy point, the marriage is over.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
You care so much about each other that you are trying to make it work.
And the funny thing is,
whoa, Evan from the deep end of the emotional pool.
I'm just saying,
All right.
but if she needs to get her rocks off on something besides me, I'm out.
No, but Evan,
could you, David, here's the thing, and you can hit the. Yes, a friend of mine is a life coach and a counselor for marriages. I had to help her when she went through her training, so I took the test for her and pretended like I was a person.
Collusion.
The reason why you do something like that is because a lot of times couples can't tell their partner what they really want in the bedroom.
If it gets to that level, yes.
They're ashamed. So if you see somebody else, you can kind of say, hey, you want to try that? Because you feel ashamed.
I'm learning so much.
You feel ashamed if you say that because you're going to feel judged because now all of a sudden you're like, whoa, you're into that? And it's like, no.
I think that I can confidently say that
Uh-oh.
the only person on this show that has watched pornography with their significant other is Kenny.
Why are you bombing Kenny? That's none of your business.
Kenny,
what he
Why
hasn't done.
have I been dragged
Kenny,
into
he's
this?
been ejected. That's not even a flag.
But is that a true?
Well,
is that a true
he doesn't
statement?
have to answer that
hold on.
question.
No,
It's
he doesn't have to.
outrageous.
And that was going to be part of my answer. Look, whatever you do and you need to do for your marriage,
Right.
you keep that within your marriage.
That ain't nobody's
Period.
business.
But that's why people do that.
You know the
because
people
it's
who
the
have-
shame factor.
The people who have the worst marriages are the ones who talk about them all the time.
You mean the Facebook, Instagram marriages?
Oh, whatever it is. Some of the people who are out
Those are the
faking it until
worst.
they make it, they're out here telling you it's all champagne.
Here's
and
us
caviar.
on vacation.
Yeah.
I
And then
hate that.
30 seconds after the photo.
You're a scumbag.
Or before the photo.
Right. Hold on. We got to take this picture. Come on.
Kenny, you keep your bedroom private, young
Yes.
man.
Oh,
that's-
come on, answer.
That's why people do that.
Next. Sweet Christ.
Roberto would never answer. So how he's going to ask the question?
I said I don't. I would be very
He
uncomfortable. with
can't
that.
even be in the same room as his wife.
He doesn't even want to be in the same room with me.
Maybe porn brings you together.
Yeah, I'll give anything a shot at this point.
This went dark fast. Or
Lights
maybe
out.
that's the answer.
Porn brought us back together. Hallelujah.
No way.
What helped your marriage? Porn.
Flag.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's leading David's sermon on Sunday.
All right, here's the last one for you. Your most disliked college player is drafted by your favorite NFL team. How do you handle this situation? Where does your loyalty go?
Listen, I've lived it. The Giants have taken more Wolverines in my lifetime than I care to remember. You root for the helmet. You can't be in the business of rooting for players. You know who roots for players? 12-year-olds. You root for the team. So, Jabril Peppers, I hate his guts, but he was a Giant for a while.
He got you a lot of wins, huh?
Yeah, it really worked out.
He's
Things are
captain of
going
your
great.
team, right?
It was what a wonderful era. The point is, you just overlook it. I remember when the Giants took Amani Toomer. I hated Amani Toomer. He was a good ball player.
Yeah, once they leave college, it's like the text message I sent to Ambry Thomas. Don't know where you've been for the last 3 years, but hey, welcome back. You're a 49er.
I'm going to be a big Jamison Williams fan this year. I'm a Georgia fan.
Right.
But that's exactly where we're at right now. I have no issue with that. He's out of college. He doesn't play for Alabama anymore.
It even applies to coaches. We talked about it yesterday. I don't think a lot of Michigan fans love Jim Harbaugh. They tolerate Jim Harbaugh. They care about the brand. They care about the team. So you just move on. What, David?
No, I was going to say one of the greatest Steelers I root for is Cameron Hayward. He went to Ohio State. I don't look at it anymore. I say he's a Steeler now. I don't care.
Le'Veon Bell was a Spartan. I don't think you were upset
Thank
when he
you.
was leading the league in total yards.
Thank you.
By the way, his career took a bit of a turn.
Well, he's a boxer now.
Like I said.
I could never do it. Hutch, sorry, man. I can't do
Wait,
it.
you mean
You took the picture with him.
I did, so Doug would get a kick out. I saw Hutchinson out while I was out to dinner. I was the only one that noticed him. He was out there for like a half hour. And I'm like, if I get a picture, Jansen and Doug are going to love this, right? But I'm like, I can't root for this kid. I just can't.
So you asked for the picture even though you don't like
As
it.
a joke,
As
yeah.
a joke, yeah.
I didn't post it well, maybe I did.
Yes, you actually did post.
Oh, but I asked the same question, didn't I? I can't root for him. I'm sorry.
So hold on.
Go with Cora.
Wow.
You mean to tell me 3rd and 8, waning moments.
I already know what the outcome is, Mike. They don't get the stop.